Queen, give us 1 second. Sorry, Ricky just turned the TV on as soon as I hit live, so we had to adjust that volume. How are you guys doing? I'm so glad it's Friday. Like the expression TGIF is like for real in my mind right now. It has been a heck of a week, and I'm usually always positive, but this week has been exhausting. I'm so glad it's over. I say that, but the fact is I probably have to work some this weekend. We are home, and we are making a dish that's going to be super fast because I'm already running behind. We're making a garlic butter pork chop. I love this. It's so delicious and really easy. And you'll see right here in my skillet, I put 4 tablespoons of butter, and I just added some fresh garlic. Now, you can use as much or as little garlic as you want to, but what we're going to do is saute pork chops in this garlic butter. And then we're going to make us a lemon sauce to kind of pour over it. So it's a garlic butter pork chop. And what I've done so far, like I said, I've got 4 tablespoons of melted butter inside this skillet. We added a little bit of garlic. I've got this one hand dirty. We are going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning to the pork chop, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. And that's what we're going to season the pork chops with. If I can get it out with my left hand, I'm right-handed. All right, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning. And we're just going to saute these pork chops until they're cooked. So maybe 4 minutes on each side. They're pretty thin pork chops. Here's my salt. Let me turn that heat up just a little bit. And then we're going to make us a little bit of a lemon sauce to go over it. So it's a garlic butter pork chop. What are you guys up to this weekend? I'd love to know what you are doing this weekend. Let me throw my handy dandy little paper cutting board away. I've been loving these paper cutting boards my mom got me. As a matter of fact, when she first brought them to me, I was like, I don't think I'll ever use that. And I gave some away because she got me this big box. And now I'm wishing I'd kept them all. All right, let me put this over my sink. I'll be right back. This weekend while we're waiting on these pork chops to saute? I'd love to know your weekend plans. I know it's Super Bowl weekend, so are you guys having a Super Bowl party? Are you going to watch the Super Bowl? Do you care anything about football? I'd love to know. We actually are going to be hanging out with some friends. Set a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
There we go.
Counting down.
We're actually going to be hanging out with some friends for the Super Bowl, and we're going to be having some barbecue. So I will have my own G. Hughes or Sweet Baby Ray's sugar-free barbecue sauce. So I'll be eating low carb while I'm there. And I think I'm going to make them something that's not low carb, just because it's easy, fast, and I'm just so tired this weekend. I truly do not want to create any work for myself that I don't feel is necessary. So I may make something that's not necessarily no carb. Oh, you know what? I just changed my mind. I literally just changed my mind. I'm going to make the pizza dip. I'm going to make the low carb pizza dip. It is so delicious. It's so delicious and so easy. So that's what I'm doing for Super Bowl Sunday. But tomorrow, I might have to work for a little bit. I really hope not. But I might have to work for a little bit. I really need to. But other than that, like, I'm taking it easy this weekend. What are y'all's plans? We are making a very simple garlic butter dish tonight. Garlic butter pork chops. Garlic butter pork chops. Somebody just said they're going to be celebrating Valentine's this weekend. Me and Rick have not even talked about Valentine's. Is it it is next week. Oh my gosh. I cannot even imagine trying to get into the restaurants this weekend. If you don't have a reservation in Jackson, Tennessee, whew, it's going to be horrible. So I don't know what we're going to do. I haven't even talked to Ricky about it. If we do anything, it's going to be early because I don't care nothing about getting out in traffic and all that. It's going to be horrible. It's always horrible on Valentine's. I wish I'd thought about it and made this reservation somewhere. That's how crazy it's been this week. Okay, I bought this skillet at Walmart, guys. And I loved it in the beginning, but I don't know if it's warped or what. But, like, it's like it don't make no sense. It's like the center is standing up. It's like all of my liquid is going to the edges of the pan, so the center has no butter in it. That's weird. All right, we're just sauteing these pork chops, guys. We seasoned the pork chops with a little bit of Italian salt and pepper. We're sauteing it in a garlic butter. So I put 4 tablespoons of butter in the skillet, and then we added some fresh garlic. Now, you don't have to, but it is a garlic butter pork chop. I love garlic, so we're definitely taking advantage of this dish. We're sauteing these about 4 minutes on each side. Because they're fairly thin pork chops, because they're fairly thin, it won't take them very long to cook. So let me see what you guys are up to. I'd love to know what you're doing for dinner tonight. Oh, Vicky's got an eye doctor appointment. That sounds fun, Vicky. Oh no, Christy's been sick. Oh no. Oh, Sandra's gonna watch the game. I have a friend who, I call him my #1 car guy. It's the guy I always buy cars from. He is leaving for Las Vegas tonight to go watch the game. He's not going to the Super Bowl, but he's going to Vegas for a week vacation, and they picked this weekend to go because they wanted to watch the Super Bowl there with all the fans that are not in the game, or not going to the game. How exciting is that? Terry is going to be celebrating Valentine's and Super Bowl Sunday. She's got a big weekend coming up. Super Bowl party with the sisters. That's what Phyllis is doing. That's awesome. They're having finger foods. Oh yeah, Delilah's having the Super Bowl party. So who are you rooting for? Can I ask? Is that an okay question to ask? Because I love sports, but really I only watch live sports. I rarely watch anything on TV. Hardly ever. I'm just always so busy. I rarely ever watch sports on TV. My daughter loves it. All of her friends love it. Like, I've got friends who love it. And I'm all about going to a live sports event. You get me tickets, I'm going to be there. And I'll act like I've been a fan for 20 years because I love live sports events. It's just fun. But I rarely ever watch them on TV. So we're going to the Super Bowl party. Primarily, I'm going to be watching the halftime. I'll be watching the commercials. But I'm just going to go hang out with friends and have some fun and get some good laughs. So look at those pork chops. Y'all see that? Yum. They look amazing. All we did was season them with, Italian seasoned salt and pepper. We're cooking them or sauteing them in this garlic butter. Let me tell you about my side dish. All we're doing is roasting some broccoli. So super easy and delicious. Oh, there we go. Oh, uh-oh. We got some rivalry going on here. We got some KC fans. We got some 49er fans. Oh, man. Just watching the game. She's going to be doing it from home. My dad is doing good, Jane. Thank you so much. He actually had, man, we got some rivalry going on. We got more people saying they're for the Chiefs. Dad had his very last chemo treatment yesterday. He was supposed to have yesterday and next week, but his kidney functions are getting worse. So we're not going to damage his kidneys any further with that chemo. So he is not getting chemo next week, and he only got 1 of them yesterday instead of the 2 that he's been getting. So he'll be starting on immunotherapy next week and then once a month. And then, guys, we have just found, I told you about it before, but we had found, just doing some research about this specific cancer, a foundation. And I don't know where the foundation's out of, but the foundation is called the Cholangiocarcinoma Foundation for this rare cancer my dad has, and they have been such a help to us. They've answered tons of questions for us and have helped us do some research. Like, they've been on the phone with us, they've been on conference calls with us. Like, they're pretty awesome. But they're actually having a conference in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we have booked tickets to go. We booked a room to go. I've got to get something else I got to do tomorrow. I got to get flights booked, but we are going to Salt Lake City for this cancer conference in April. Yes, it's April. I'm trying to remember the exact dates. I got it written down on the sticky pad at work. So we're going to be in Salt Lake City at this conference that we're hoping to learn a whole lot of awesome things at. We're hoping to learn a little bit about clinical trials because he's not ready for one yet, and we hope he doesn't, but we want to be on the front end of that. We're going to learn about these biomarkers or genomic testing that they call it. They've got so many names for it. We're going to learn a lot about that. So, like, we're all about learning and getting ourselves prepared and in front of as much as possible what's going to be coming with this cancer. So me and my mom and dad, we're going to be flying out to Salt Lake City in April. Pretty soon. It's pretty soon, just a few weeks away. So I've got to get those flights booked. But we just got a lot going on. So I have no idea what brought that up. Thank you. I sure appreciate that, guys. So we've got our roasted broccoli in the oven. We are sauteing these pork chops, and we're fixing to move them right out of the way. Got just a couple of more minutes. We're going to saute these, and then we're going to make a sauce with this. With this amazing garlic butter, we're going to make a sauce. funny. I see you guys hashing it out. She lives in Cali, but not a 49er fan. Cowboy fan all the way. She's rooting for them Chiefs. I see that, Vicky. Who else is 49er fans? I figured there'd be a lot of 49er fans, even if you're not a football fan, only because This Is Us on Netflix is popular again. I love the show. It's awesome, and there are huge 49er fans on the show, so I figured we'd see a lot of 49er fans. Oh, yeah, Cowboys fan here rooting for the Chiefs. I see y'all. My husband is a Cowboy fan, or at least used to be. I don't know. We don't talk about a lot of football anymore, but he used to be a diehard Cowboys fan. All right, we're almost done with these pork chops. I'm fixing to move them over, and we're going to make a sauce so easy. You only need 3 things. We're going to do a half a cup of chicken broth, half a cup of heavy cream, and a half squeeze of an lemon. Lord, I think I'm losing my mind. I truly think I'm losing my mind. After dinner, I'm going to go straight to bed and get some rest tonight. All right, let me put this over here. Now, we want to keep the any of the crumbles that this would have made, any of the seasoning from the pork chops inside this skillet. We're going to use this exact same skillet. We're not emptying out anything. We're going to use the butter, and we're going to use that garlic that's left in there, and we're fixing to add in chicken broth first. So I'm going to do a half cup of chicken broth. Maybe. Half cup chicken broth. Oh, yes. We're going to do a half cup of heavy cream. And we're going to do, you can do as much or as little lemon as you want to. I like the lemon flavor, so I got a pretty big lemon. So I'm going to half of it, or I'm going to squeeze a half of it in there and just see how much juice comes out of it. It's really soft. I guess I better cut it first. I'm telling you. Something's not right with me. Let me go over here and cut this with my cutting board. All right. We're going to squeeze that right in. And we're going to season it with salt and pepper too. So we got the garlic, we got the butter, ooh, we got that half lemon. We got a half cup of chicken broth, heavy cream, and we're going to add some salt and pepper to taste. Salt. It looks gross right now if you look at it. Y'all see that? It just looks like a bunch of grease because it's got the butter and it's got the chicken broth. But we're fixing to simmer it down because we know that heavy cream thickens as it simmers. We got that lemon juice in there. This is going to be so yummy. Now, when this thickens up and starts to cook, we're going to get it simmering real quick. We'll get it boiling and then turn it down. As soon as it starts to thicken up, you can either put your pork chops right back in here and just toss it around, or you can literally pour your sauce over your pork chops, which is what I like to do. Either way is fine. It makes a really delicious dish. And this lemon garlic butter pork chops is delicious with broccoli. It is so delicious with broccoli. Ricky actually pours the sauce over the broccoli and the pork chops. But those pork chops look really, really good. All right, guys, I'm going to see real quick if you have any more questions. And if you guys don't, oh, Ricky is smart. Go Cowboys. Packer fan cheering for the 49ers. Oh, y'all are so funny. I love it. My car guy, my number one car guy, he said that he is 100% knowing the 49ers are going to win. He's flying all the way to Vegas just to watch it with people in Vegas. And he says he knows the 49ers are going to win. So he's already predicted it. He said they are winning. And I'm like, okay, we all have fun. All right, so for Super Bowl, a lot of you are going to be getting together with friends, or you're going to be watching it with your spouse or whatever at home. That doesn't mean you have to have a full willy-nilly crazy carb-loaded day. You really can have tons of stuff that is low carb or even keto friendly, snacking on the ball game the whole time. You can do meat and cheese trays. You can do those awesome sausage balls I make. Maybe I'll do that Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to make Sunday. You can do those sausage balls. You can do the pizza dip. You can do all kinds of cheese dips and with peppers and broccoli and things to dip. You can you can use pork rinds for dips. You can use you make your own chips for dips. Like there's so many things you can do. We're actually going to enjoy some barbecue, which I have to be in the mood for barbecue because I'm not a huge barbecue fan. But I'm looking forward to it. So we're gonna have some barbecue with our low carb barbecue sauce. It makes it totally low carb or even keto friendly, depending on what all we put on our plates. So you don't have to have a football party and knock yourself completely out of ketosis, or make yourself feel horrible the next day. Like you want to wake up Monday and feel good, even if your team doesn't win. So make sure you're prepared. Go ahead and start searching now. All you have to do is Google. Or go to Pinterest and say low carb. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that if you go into your search bar and you put low carb Super Bowl snacks, you're going to have a ton of them probably come up in tons of lists. So there's lots of options. If you want some ideas from me, just go to the recipe blog. You'll see it actually in this post, the recipe blog, because as soon as I finish this live video, it's going to take you to this recipe, but you can back out of that and just go to the menu bar and scroll. There's lots of recipes in there, including pizza dips and all kinds of cool stuff. I love the sausage balls that are in there. I think they're listed under sausage and muffins though, because I like to make them in muffin pans. All right, you'll see this is starting to get a little thick. It's going to take a couple more minutes because of the chicken broth. It takes a little longer for it to thicken. But we're just going to let this simmer until it thickens. Our broccoli is going to be done around the same time. And we're going to have a delicious dinner, guys. So we're going to pour this over our pork chops. And I really need to get off here and start cleaning up so I can get into bed soon after. So you guys have an awesome night. If I can help you with anything, send me a message and I'll reach out to you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Bye.